Okay, we appear to be live. We've made it. We are here. We are all the way out to Command and Control. I need to get the name right. I've already been messing that up before we've even started. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to head over to Discord briefly, just on the other monitor. I need to actually try and update my settings here, because I believe we're on the wrong form of capture. So let's see if this is going to work, because it didn't work in the previous patch, but it might work now. No, it does not. Okay. I still don't know why this doesn't do it for me. We'll go back to that. But yes, welcome anyone who is here. While we're doing this, I'm going to be just plugging my good old-fashioned stream, and hopefully people can come along and enjoy some content here. So let's head over to the channel and have a little look. Hopefully everyone is doing well who turns up here. Not got anything open that I don't need to. Okay, let's get the Discord little post going. Ooh, of course me opening my own stream to check things out brings the volume into play. So let's just not be doing that right now. Heading live over at the Twitch stream. Okay. Right, so welcome to Command and Control, the brand new set from Moonbreaker. I've already got my first video up with my little sort of rundown as to what exists, what we're going to be seeing, what's on the patch notes, the announcement, all that sort of thing. And the next thing to do is just log in and have a look at stuff. I actually did already record a little video for this. However, I don't think it was as good as it could have been. So I've chosen to do this on stream rather than to do it, over on the YouTube, because frankly, I don't think we necessarily need to worry about having a separate thing for it, a separate video. This is going to be first impressions. It's going to be just enjoying it and seeing what we can get stuck into. So, for anyone that was wondering, we have now got all of these rosters that don't work anymore. Not a single thing whatsoever. But we can fix that, because I'm just going to make a brand new roster, and I'm going to play with the new Astra because it's fun. So, the way the new system works, for anyone who's not familiar, this purple resource is leadership. So we're going to have to basically use that to deploy our units, and then we're going to use Cinder to activate abilities. You can see here some units generate Cinder. Now, argue as you might, Scattervine is probably my favourite unit in this format as it stands at the moment. So really, really keen to get Scattervine in here. I want to look at what we can play that's just really fun. I'm playing Turncoat because I really enjoy Turncoat. It's a ridiculous unit. It's great to play with. And the question is, where do we go from here? So Maximus isn't as useful anymore. Severia's not as useful. We want things that work really, really well with our Astra. We need some sort of Cinder. So one of my favourite things with Astra so far is actually playing Shrapnel. So where has our Shrapnel gone? We've got it in leadership cast. I believe Shrapnel's still 4. Ah yeah, there she is. There we go. So we've got our Shrapnel in here as well. Beatrice is ridiculous because we love Beatrice, activating twice, getting 2 AoEs off. Peacemaker Balam's actually been nerfed in this format. The unit that was never seen before has seen a nerf. Funnily enough, some of the other units we're going to be playing that have never seen much use before include both Crankbait, and although it did see some play, not as much, and it has actually been nerfed now. I'm a lover of Nectarvine, however, Toner Mystic Manteo giving 3 Cinder is absolutely bonkers, so we might just be trying to go for that as well. So what this means that we can do is potentially use multiple abilities, we can do more fun things. What do we want to try out? So Tara Arsenal I think is going to work well if we're going for the Shrapnel plan. I really just love Turncoat anyway. I think it's a fantastic unit. What do we want to do? Blindsider Esley's pretty reasonable. Like, I'm not really putting any thought into this, just to clarify. For anyone who's wondering, Chuck's actually pretty decent. I'm not really putting any thought into this whatsoever. I'm just playing what seems like fun. And why would we do anything else? Titonia is super powerful in this, so let's just put Titonia in. She only generates 1 Cinder because her bomb has actually become ridiculous. First day out. That's exactly what it is. So we've got a banner here. Have we got any more crests that we can unlock? I still need to get all these unit runs. I'm so glad to be back on the live server and be able to feel like we're going to make some progress. Let's randomize. I mean, I already like that. Let's go with that. So we already know. You can tell I'm a bit excited for the tone of my voice being a bit higher, a bit faster paced than normal. There we go. Right, let's go for it. Public. We should end up in AI games initially, which is just a matter of factness because you will end up playing against AI for your first few games. Okay. Awesome. I love this intro as well. We're against player 2, obviously the AI, we knew that was coming. And for anyone who's wondering, I am sat here stocked up with both coffee and orange juice to keep me going in the meantime. So there's no doubt I'm going to be carrying on. I do think we need a little bit more variety in this music maybe, or just this screen to be after the game is loaded. So let me know it's coming. Got gun supply. Okay, so we've got 3 different objectives to go for. 2 cinder piles. That's opponent's turn. That's as Zach's using their cinder to run towards you. They've got a Detonia, an Antios, and a Jailbreak. So Jailbreak is now a 2-drop if you didn't know, which might seem bizarre to you, but actually it's pretty reasonable. We missed. Oh, do you know what I should have done? I should have gone for my Scattermine straight, but what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to deploy quite safe with my Shrapnel here. I'm going to deploy Taria at the back here, and we're going to grow a Cinder Sphere. Also, hello to my other viewer, whoever you are. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You've come at the right time. I'm so excited to be playing this. Like, I know these are just AI matches to warm up, but I want to just use this to test my list. I didn't get to play that many on Experiment. That range seems even longer than I remember. But yeah, I didn't get to play as many games on Experimental, so I'm really keen to see how this goes now it's live. I'm hoping things move up a bit and we can just use Shrapnel to rapid fire everything, basically. Especially if Antios moves up a little, say over to here. That'd be great for us. Yeah, so this could be a ridiculously good early turn. That miss is also nice for us. And with this additional Cinder, actually, we could do everything we could ever dream of. So we can seize initiative here. Try and get the best angle onto as many units as we can. So what are we most scared of? I mean, it's probably Arya over Antios with all these things in the way. So look at that. Look at that. That is gorgeous. So we're going to go for that first. Hit as much as we can. Explode this. Yep, that kills stuff. Then we can use this over here. We're actually going to hold fire on it, so we are going to move to here and into the breach. So then we can use Shrapnel here again. Hopefully clear out a bunch of this. There we go. Can move on to the control point. And we can just take a shot over there. A shot here. And deploy a Scattervine. Let's go Scattervine in this direction. And just start running closely towards that objective. Try and hold that down a little bit. Okay, so pretty solid there. This is obviously the AI games, just so we get warmed up for anyone who's joining us. But we've managed to clear out, was that 4 of their units? Yeah, we've cleared 4 of their units out immediately. They do hit our Scattervine though. Okay, hit and runs come in. So, once again, we can just hit this. Seize initiative on Shrapnel. Can we get an angle where we hit both of those? Maybe not from here, but if we just hop back and hit that first, we can maybe get Shrapnel to say here. There we go, clean things up a little bit. Awesome, and then our range attack, we don't have anything to go here, so... oh, we didn't put hit and run on our list. I honestly thought I would have done. Let's just pop a turncoat down to contest this, I believe we can just about reach. There we go, we can. Just pop this over here, I guess. Try and stay as safe as possible. We'll grow a Cinder for the sake of it. Okay, first AI game. So, anyone who's here, if you've played this so far, please let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from anyone. I'm going to be checking this out as much as we can here. Is just looking Discord, is Stitchy supposed to be able to heal enemies? Wow, that's probably not ideal. I've never seen that before. Okay, so back over to the game. They haven't played a unit here because we weren't looking, so I had to make sure. So we'll seize initiative here anyway. Go for the hits. Get Astra to move herself over here. Take that hit into the breach. Get Shrapnel to attack again for another 4. We get Turncoat over here to just poke a little. And we get Taria in here to poke as well. And then the fun thing is, can we even actually get a Scattervine over there? Oh, we don't have enough Cinder, so it's fine. We don't need to. So we can just deploy something like an Escli over here. We don't care about Scattervine. End the turn. Okay. Really happy with this. Like, obviously we're against AI, but I'm really, really happy to be in this format. This is going to get us some XP. XP is going to work towards a season track. Season track gets us some glitter paints, and we can really just start going off from there. I say going off as if there's something to do other than just make models look pretty. But SD had the kill, even though Shrapnel did all the work. I love this screen here. So much cleaner than the old one. I still think it needs just a little definition around that little screen there, but it is frustrating that we do get only the AI bonuses, even though we queued PvP, but hey, we're getting there. It doesn't show it here, interestingly enough. So I'm going to leave. I think you have to do 5 of these, though. What I might actually do is just what other people have said they're going to do, is just concede through these. Hey, we've got another viewer. Welcome in. How are you doing today, whoever you are? I can't see it quite at this moment, but really glad to have you here. I still love this intro screen. I should put my other Astra skin on. See my Iron Man Astra on this screen. That would be awesome. Okay. I was just saying a second ago that I feel like this needs to either speed up a little bit or be like after the loading has happened, because otherwise I think we get this for a little bit too long. Corolla! Oh my goodness! That's so generous! Thank you so much. You are literally a wonderful human being. Like, I can't tell you how much that is appreciated. You are literally wonderful. Yes, have you managed to log in yet, Coraline? I'd love to hear how you've been doing and how you've been getting on. I actually did say I was going to concede through these. I was really tempted to just go and do Scattervine things, but you are such a kind human being. Like, even your help with all the tournament and the league, and you're just coming in here. Really, really grateful. So let's play again until we get a player, or an actual queue at least. I'm actually over the moon at having this to play now. Like, I'm really, really keen. Also, is my desktop audio a bit loud, or is it okay? Because I've just noticed it's peaking a little bit more than normal. Is the game audio, rather. I get this needs to hurry up a little. I need to change that skin. I'm going to try and remember to change paint job straight after this. But yeah. Honestly, if you haven't had a chance to, like, log in yet, just get in here, get these games over and done with, and we can just get into playing PvP, and I see so many more of the fun things it has to offer. I'm sat here with like double breakfast drinks, even though it's 8 PM here for me. Perfect, because it is about twice as loud as it was previously. I don't want to be tanking my MMR, but I just don't want to be playing versus AI. I want to mess around and play versus people. And hopefully have a lot of fun doing so. Like, this coming out has genuinely got me... Oh, we can concede from that screen. I'll tell you what, we're on the concede game speedrun now. But yeah, like, it's probably quite obvious from the YouTube content, but like, I've been really, really waiting for this to come up. I can't wait for the all the different things that people are going to start doing for builds, all the different like queues we should hopefully be getting as well, like actually be able to find opponents. I want to be able to bring all the all the content back up. I've got so many ideas for videos waiting for this already. Multiple videos that I'm already like, right, how do I plan them? I've got planning that I need to put in place. I've got some that I've started planning already. Oh, hang on. No, this is just saying versus AI. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Does the cancel work in time? Because I don't know if when it says play again and you're playing AI. Do you know what? I've only filled up 2 full pages of video ideas. I've got a lot more planning. Have I ever shown you the actual notebook itself? It's really cute that my fiance got me just as like a fun little gift. There we go. I never dreamed I would be a super cool YouTuber, but here I am killing it. I mean, it's clearly designed for like 14-year-olds, but I love it. I think it's great. Absolutely great. I think like little things like that are very entertaining. Oh my god, we've got an opponent. J.R. Hawkins 86. Hang on, we're against a level 100 opponent. We've got a real match-made game. This is my first match-made game in like a month. Like, actually a month. I have no idea if what I'm playing is good. I'm very excited to be playing against this. Oh my goodness. This feels good again. I did forget to change the skin. Okay. Let's see what we get here. Right. So we're first, I think. Yeah. So we can play a real game. We can go poke them a little bit. So they can also deploy onto this objective, so there's no point in really trying to do anything about that. What we can try and do is play out some damage. So I am just going to go for a forward shrapnel, Atari Arsenal, probably just somewhere nearly equally forward, and then just a Cinder Sphere as well. Because to me, this is a pretty solid start. We've got a lot of potential damage. We can move on to objectives next turn. We can pressure the opponent. Yeah, so depending on what they deploy and where, we can really start churning out damage next turn. Okay, yeah, going for that. Okay, depending on where they deploy. Ooh, Maximus is in again. Not seen too much of him in a while, but... Ooh, hit and run. We love hit and run. Okay, so we can almost guaranteed kill Maximus, because we can do our Astra nonsense. So the question is... So we obviously seize initiative here. Can we get to... Like, we want like this sort of angle really. But we want to be as far back as possible so that we can make sure we get the ability in from Astra. Okay, we missed that one. But if we... Okay, so Taria needs to just shoot first. Yeah, Taria just shoots first. Moves over to here, I think. Move Astra up here. Where was that touching point? We had a touching point a second ago. Where was it? I can't see where that is. Where was... It was literally touching a minute ago. Now I can't find a way to make it touch. That's very confusing. So now that's not touching. That's so weird. Okay, well I guess we just deploy Scattervine here, I guess. Grow another one over here, move here, move this one up in this direction. We save some Cinder. I'm not sure. Cinder explodes. Yeah, no, Cinder does explode. But I was thinking, why could we not touch this? Is the thing I was missing. Because we could touch that before, and now we can't. I'm really confused as to why that is. Yeah, so they can hit one of these and move. That's fine. We knew that was going to happen. The question is, can we kill that next turn? So they get the buff there. That's good for them. They've got a Stitchy now. Okay, so we're going to try and clear out Stitchy. Is this going to be Jailbreak? It is. Jailbreak's here. Okay, so Jailbreak's something that's ridiculously hard to deal with now. Especially if it's touching all three of ours. Why can't I see what's touching it anymore? It looks like it's touching. No, I know. Oh yeah, I definitely did explode the shrapnel on my Cinder. Yeah, the Cinder on my shrapnel. That's right. I was just... That took me a second to realise what you were saying then. So all three of these lock down. They are, so we can just... We can still seize initiative on this. Which is still what we're going to have to do, basically. The question is, do we have a good shot anywhere? because this being locked up is actually really brutal for us, so we need to start looking at going for other things. I think this is the shot we have to take. Honestly, I think we just run away for this turn with that. We don't have much in the way of movement. We've got Chuck and Co, so that's probably our big play here, is to put a Chuck down, maybe even somewhere... I don't know, because then they can just get really far forward. I say we put a Chuck down about here. Take a range attack there. Yeah, Turncoat would have been good actually. So let's pop this over here so we can try and deploy Turncoat onto it next turn. I think they might just be out of range here. Oh, I didn't realise this was... I missed the fact that there was an objective point in the middle here. What a donut. For some reason I knew that and I just forgot. But maybe keeping Scattervine safe is worth it. Yeah, so they can go for the damage here, and hopefully we can start dealing with it. Okay, so Jailbreak running over there is fine. We don't care about Jailbreak at the moment. I think we just need to kill... weirdly enough, we need to kill Stitchy and somehow deal with Extilior. I feel like the indicators as to what you're in base contact with used to show up when you hovered, maybe, but maybe not. So that's fine here. So we've actually got a reasonable chance of getting a bit of AoE here, because they shouldn't have a Scattervine. We can possibly clear up a few of these. What's this going to be? Because if this is anything that lets us do another double activate with... oh, that's going to be hard to deal with. Okay, so actually I think we toss that over the wall. Yeah, I think we toss that over the wall and just push for damage. Oh dear, that's not how that works anymore. So now I just think we attack that way and move here and attack that way. Okay, no, they've just moved back there, that's fine. So, how much Cinder do we have access to? 4, 6 potentially. So I do think we need to just toss this away. We can't deal with that. So we've got that as an angle there. So if we come over here, we take this point and we can poke this. So that's good at least. We can Taria here. We can move to, say, something like that to try and hit Stitchy. I don't mind too much if we hit our own unit. So this doesn't hit our unit, this is good. We can't rapid fire here, unfortunately. There we go, we did get that, which is nice. So we can use a range attack, I think we push down their captain still. Keep applying pressure. Run away slightly. And as suggested... Oh no, we don't have enough leadership, so we need to deploy a 2-drop here. So what if we deploy like a Beatrice onto this? They're not moving that out anytime soon. Deploy a Cinder over there. And I guess Scattervine just keeps hiding out the way. That's all we've got. Okay. So we're going for damage. We're losing our shrapnel here, which is obviously not great. But we can potentially double activate Beatrice for the rest of the game. Yeah, this I don't like, but we're in a lot of trouble, but we need to find a way of just putting more damage on the battlefield. So what's our most damaging unit left? Esli. Ugh. We're going to have 4 next turn. Okay, I mean that's okay. We do still need to get rid of that. And do we get to attack back? There we go. So we're doing well with the attacks back. Beatrice is dying quicker than I anticipated though. They've got a lot of big damage shit. Excuse me, just slurping up Poppy there. Okay, so I think we might be dead. Oh, we're almost definitely dead. So this Jailbreak's actually been the MVP for them here. The fact that Jailbreak, you know, we don't have the things in our roster apart from Crankbait and Chuck to deal with it is actually really brutal. So I'm trying to figure out, is there a way of actually getting everything we need to, or like multiple things to deal damage here? Can we kill them? Because I think we can move Chuck up here, or we could try and go for victory points, but I don't think that's worth. So I think first thing first, We want to come as low as possible while still in range to chuck Torian away. Torian goes away. And just defend something else. Yeah, it doesn't show the little ring sometimes anymore, so... Do we have enough damage here? No, not by any means. So what happens if we come over here? We actually need to kill... so both of these represent 4 damage. So we can... 1, 2, 3, 4. We're nowhere near enough. We'd have to try and kill both of these is the problem. So I guess the only thing to do is try and save ourselves with a scatter. No, there's nothing we can do here. Actually, well, there would have been Toner, but I think we're dead here. Because Beatrice hasn't attacked yet. Can we get... So this hits everything. Yeah, we're not touching anything is the problem. Oh, we can attack that. And then I guess we just place a Toner down like here. Gain a bit of Cinder back because that's grown. Gain a bit of health. So we get locked out, but we do gain some health back. So maybe this is the right call here. So we can gain a bunch of health per turn based on our Cinder, and they can't necessarily. Like they need to get Torian in, or we're alive with 1. I need to get something in. Maybe Hit and Run could actually get in if Extilior can move far enough away. If Extilior can move this way... Oh no, they're not going for it. I mean, this slows it down at least. We're not out of this game. Oh no, we are. Because oh no, Extilior's used some his stuff already. So we're actually not out of this at all. So how much damage can we deal then? Especially if we can get something into base contact with Astra. We can deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because we can refresh with Astra if we toss this out the way first. 6, 7, 8, 9. So we need to get 2 with Scattervines, which is a bit awkward. Okay, so can we... We could rapid fire. So that is actually really impactful. So if we move to, say, here... in fact, no. Let's just attack this way rather than taking any risks. Get hit back. Chuck melee's here. Get hit back. Beatrice moves to here. We into the breach. Give Beatrice another attack. Hit into that. We toss this. Seize initiative on ourselves. Come over here. Hit that for 2. So this is all going to come down to me placing a Scattervine too far out of range, isn't it? So we can grow one over here, but we're not going to be in range. No! I guess we just run and die. We could get them down to 1. We are 1 short there. 1 short. Well done, J.R. Hawkins. So this is our first PvP. We've lost it, and I'm still so happy. Really, really happy. That was awesome. Feels so good having a PvP game, like an actual match-made game. One of my friends has just sent a message about my my YouTube video that I've uploaded today with the floating head of myself, which I personally think is very entertaining. Oh dear. Oh, I'm so glad there's a Moonbreaker patch. Right. What do we need to do? See, look at it. I love this. 7 victory points, 5 victory points, and then they killed the captain, we didn't. These are bounties which don't exist anymore, but... Okay, so this is 50 XP, so why are we only at 40? We started at the 50. Maybe it doesn't update until the next game. Let's have a look at that. Does it show us that? Yeah, so that shows us it there. It doesn't actually show us it ticking up anymore. So that makes sense. Okay, let's go to the next one. What I'm also going to do while we're here is open this door because it's getting extremely warm in here. There we go, there's a void into terrifying darkness behind us now. Same opponent again. So, we now know that we need to run away from Jailbreak and maybe deploy Chuck or Crankbait a bit earlier. To be honest, versus a Extilior, there's not much that I'm that worried about. It's like, Chuck's probably a really good call to put out first. Oh, that's a nice cool breeze from behind there. Air supply, okay. So they're going first this time. So there's only 2 1-point victory objectives and Cinder in the corner, right. So they're going first. What do we want to deploy here then? I actually think we're probably saving up for Chuck and Co, so we only want to spend 4 Cinder turn 1. So I'm probably going to try and play Detonia and Beatrice this time. And go for something completely different. So if we just pop like Beatrice down on the front here, we'll take a pot shot against probably Antios. And then, yeah, so we take the shot against Antios here. We hit him, yeah we did. We'll pop Beatrice down over here. We'll pop Detonia down just behind Beatrice here to be nice and safe. And we'll pop a Cinder Sphere down as well. Again, Cinder Sphere is not as important as they used to be, but still very useful. We can deploy a 1-drop if we want, but I think we're going to save, especially versus this actually, maybe even for Turncoat. So we're making sure there's no, huge race on victory points here. They're obviously 1 point ahead, but this isn't a big deal for us. So we are actually just out of range. I love the fact that we've now got different movement speeds as well. It feels so good. Okay, they're going to save themselves. Okay, let's see what happens here. I'm really curious as to what their plan is for defensive strats. Okay, so they've got a Torian. So Torian is now really good against things that basically aren't the stuff that we want to deal with. So Detonia's range is mad here. So I actually think maybe we even just send Beatrice a little further forward. Maybe to like here, it should help block for Detonia. And then just, how far can they move around Beatrice is the question. So it'll only really be Maximus that can get an angle if we go about here, because he's the only ranged anyway. So let's hit the 4-man lob. That seems pretty valuable. And you know what? How much does the lob? The lob is still 2, isn't it? Yeah. So we're going to deploy a Turncoat. Now Turncoat's a really powerful unit if it comes to it. We're going to pop slightly further forward. We don't want to take the Cinder Sphere yet, but we do want to poke Antios. And we'll grow another Cinder down over here somewhere. So we can take both at once in theory. Yeah, but having Turncoat is amazing, so we can potentially just steal their units away. And I think we've got a really good offensive line here. So they're going to deploy Jailbreak again, aren't they? Looks like they are. Okay, yeah, so they can make Torian safe. Sorry, Torian make Extilior safe. Okay, that minus to hit. Oh, the refresh happened. I was not hoping for that. Okay, so I imagine they're just going to spread out here and try and keep themselves safe. And we can start doing fun things. Especially if we can block things off over here. And please don't be the Jailbreak. Just anything other than Jailbreak. Okay, it was Jailbreak. In fact, depending on the range of this, it's not even that bad. If we can fit a small unit in here somewhere, or even a Cinder Sphere. Okay, well that's minorly annoying, but I actually don't know how they deal with that. We can take both of these away. So can we deploy a small unit of some sort in this gap? we actually can. So what I think that means is if we can deploy that there, we'll deploy, say, Scattervine over here. We need this Cinder now. Oh no, 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 no! I've ruined that entire game. The whole point... Oh no, there we go. So we can actually do it that way. It did work that way because there was refreshing to be done. And then... So we could also do Tonia here. Which seems pretty reasonable to these guys. Beatrice can just come and poke over here, I think. There we go. And I guess Astra just pokes there. We miss, but that's fine, and we can just Scattervine in this direction. And grow a Cinder over here. But the thing is now, I think we've actually got our Turncoat to potentially steal 2 of their units. I don't think they can deal with it. So I think we get the Jailbreak and we get the Beatrice here. I think this is awesome. We're going to have such a good play if they... Yeah, because they're going to have to kill their own Turncoat. Yes, they could kill their own Jailbreak at some point. But they can't even attack it yet. Not anymore. Yeah, no, I am almost full. I need to not... So maybe this doesn't work. I'm not entirely sure if this is going to work or not. Oh. Is there something else they can do? Yes, shoot it. Shoot it to death. Kill it. Yes, there we go. Thank you, OP. Awesome. Okay, so... Now... The grand finale here is that we get to fill up our board. Sure, they've got a hit and run. The interesting thing is just immobilizing them is enough sometimes. More food, exactly. More food for Turncoat. So now we can just lock them up here. Beatrice can just come deal with this. If we move over here, our Beatrice can just come in here and start chipping away. We can move Turncoat back here and just deal with that again. And then, honestly, it could even just be Esley again, I think. Let's pop Esley down here. And then, what other abilities have we even got to use? Let's be honest, I don't think I've got many. Oh yeah, get our ranged attack in. Grow a Cinder here. In fact, we'll grow it here just to stop Extilior coming and getting us. Oh, I've got a melee attack for Jailbreak. We might as well try and kill Torian. Got it. That's good at least. Because now we're going to have a hit and run. They can't get to us. We can do what we want. They are going to win on points if we don't do something eventually, but I think we're in a really good spot. Like a really good spot. We've stolen 2 full units already, and we're probably stealing another one. So this is great for us. Like, we need to get rid of that Torian. But they're eating our units up, and they're not quite quick enough to deal with our Turncoat every time. Yeah, so they get the additional Cinder there, that's fine, they can spin. And then we just need to deal 2 damage to that, and we're in such a good spot. So it's not a likely ability. This is the thing though, if they go for this, it's more things for us to steal. They have to really just try and apply the pressure. A Toxoid, sure. So Toxoid is actually something that we'll try and deal with Esley in this. If we have enough Cinder abilities is the issue. Oh, that miss is brutal. If we could hit that, this changes the whole game. So, Yes, they conceded. I don't think they realised that we were just going to take everything over and over again. Absolutely awesome. Right, how did that do for us? Is that 100? 150. That's absolutely amazing. We're going to start our way towards this. I'm going to be right back. I'm literally just going to pop over and let my partner in the house because they've just come back home. And I will see you in a moment for more fun games. 1-1 so far. I'm back in a moment. Hello. What do you mean 4? I was just waving. Oh, do you mean this up here? Maybe this is this your win rate? 2 wins, 4 losses? No, because that can't be right. Because I did 5 versus the other, and that's my second one. Maybe this is a win rate of some sort, but who knows? Hello, Shikami, anyway. How are you doing, my friend? Lovely to see you. We are running fun things into people's... I am public queuing. Yes, public queuing. So I've actually found a couple of games already into a third one. We had the same opponent the first 2, but hopefully there's going to be a bit more variety coming forward. I love this game too, and also I love the screen we're about to... I forgot to change my thing again. Oh, okay. We're against thingy. It's up Brigham, isn't it? I want to say that's Brigham. So far, every one of my opponents has been level 100. Also, I love those glowing orbs. Looks awesome. But yeah, so, what have you got a chance to log in so far, Shikami? Have you had a chance to play anything? Also, hello everyone else who's here so far, because I can see we're up to quite a few more viewers than when I was last here. We actually ended up with more viewers when I wasn't playing than when I was playing. I'm not sure what that says about my my skill. Oh, nice. I do love Dragon Raven. I think Dragon Raven's such a lovely person. Okay, so there's the first play, but what are they going to... Ooh, Tipu Double Strike. Always happy with Tipu Double Strike. Astra is sweet now. This is my thing. I love the Scattervines. They're going to place another one, maybe even over here and try and swarm it down. Oh no, because they use the pull. I would have probably placed 2 Scattervines out, but yeah, either way works. So I'm going to have to try and chip down a Scattervine fairly early. It can eat like 4 times. Yeah, it can. So in my last game I got off... in fact, exactly the combo I'm probably going for here. Which is just going to be a forward deployed shrapnel. Maybe even something like just here. Atari Arsenal at the back. And grow some Cinder over here. So what you can do with this one is on turn 2, you can potentially double attack with shrapnel with rapid fire. Which is utterly ridiculous. I absolutely love it. So they can probably just create a Scattervine over there, and yeah, it's pretty reasonable, but there is a world in which we actually can kill both of these if we got enough movement, which is also great on itself, because this is a really gross amount of damage that can come out of this. Okay, that's a crankbait, so that's their cinder engine there. Please don't push me back. Okay. If they'd have shot shrapnel, even just pushing it back would have potentially been really bad for me. Okay, so how far can Astra move? Up to here. So we might be able to get into a good position on this if we're lucky, and maybe even hit the mine and the Scattervine. If not, we'll just turn on the captain and go for that instead. If Scattervine runs away, that's a bit different. Okay, can we get anywhere for that? So we can get there. So where can Astra move? So okay, so we can move slightly further out this way. So like here might just do it. We want to be... This is so hard to work out because I wish I could see where this went without that. I'm going to assume it's probably like there. So this looks like it should be good. So we will seize initiative first. Go for, I think it was just about here. Okay, this is optimistic. If it doesn't work, I'm in a bit of trouble. This is where we're going. So clear this out if we can. Okay, we did do that, which is nice. Take a shot. Oh, we blocked off there. I don't even know what it's telling us we can shoot here, so... Just going to take this. Use Into the Breach. Head over to here, I guess. Double attack. Pop ourselves. In fact, let's go just with Detonia for now. Detonia here. No point doing anything, just attack that. Okay, feel reasonable with this. It's hard getting used to all these things, but we've got such a strong combo coming out with Astra and Astra Ataria. that it can really plonk some damage through. Also, Shikami, I feel bad saying this because I'm just like, I feel like I'm shilling, but if you have a Twitch Prime, send it my way. I'm trying to like, I'm really trying to like, you put a bit of effort into all of these things. I can't wait for everything I can put forward for this content, by the way. There's so many fun videos. Your wife has the Prime. Well, to be fair, that's pretty reasonable. I'm not going to hold it against your family for spending Prime on things that they want to spend it on. Like, okay, thank you. Where's my... Oh, okay, they're going over here now. So that's just to be awkward, I guess? No, don't buy Prime twice. Like, literally, I wouldn't ask you for it unless you already had it going spare. That's like the only condition. I'm not in the market of trying to just be like, oh no, you should do this because I need it or that sort of thing. That's not me. I'd rather just be like, let you do your own thing. So the interesting here is, okay, Saria. So with 4 leadership, I'm still trying really hard to go for the good old-fashioned, what's it called? Why is my brain gone? Turncoat. I say old-fashioned as if Turncoat hasn't just been added to the game today. I think we just go for that. So we've already attacked. I'm willing to accept some losses here. I guess the only thing to really do with this is try and get an angle here somewhere that's a bit more reasonable. Shrapnel can get probably not much useful, so actually I think we just come here and fight with Crankbait maybe? But before we went... I think we go here and fight Crankbait. And then we're going to play... Okay, so we could also just play Scattervine. We could play Beatrice, it's quite nice into this. Honestly, I kind of just want to play Turncoat. Where can Beatrice move? Just over there. So let's just Turncoat over here and see how safe we can be. And grow ourselves a Cinder over here. What's got to move? Detonia. Let's bring Detonia in as a body blocker. So we're behind on points significantly because they're just getting points over there. But we're not in the worst spot. So this is obviously going to be dangerous because this is going to start putting damage onto our Turncoat. The question is, can we avoid it over 2 turns? Oh, it didn't hit Turncoat. That's great for us. I didn't think that looked like it was in range, to be honest, but I guess it was. Okay, so we can move Shrapnel in from behind. The thing with this is they can just keep pulling things on and off of these objectives, so maybe we should have put Detonia up here. Because I think we're just going to lose to them scoring 1 point a turn at this rate. But the question is, if we can take control of things quick enough here, we're not really in any need to worry. Yes, that pulls us off. We can then just start chipping away at things, or maybe even moving in range to damage stuff. Damaging over here would be really nice. Oh, there's their Turncoat. Okay, so we're going to start trying to deal with that. So what have we got that does a good job of that? Funnily enough, our own Turncoat would be pretty great. So how much damage are we willing to sacrifice to put our own Turncoat into play? So if we go here, we could just bring in all the damage up this side. We can come in here for the Cinder. You're mine Turncoat. We can deploy Scattervine, which can then Scattervine. Which can then... Oh, we're at the unit cap. Oops. So I guess we just grow us into something like here. I mean, we can just hit this for no real benefit. Oh yeah, we have still got this shotgun approach, so I think here we just take this point away from them. Detonia can hide back here. Yeah, this makes it harder for them to... I don't know if I actually move there or not. This makes it harder for them to go ahead and move this. So what we're essentially trying to do is make them waste resources trying to move something that might not even move out of range. Okay, so it does move out of range, that's fine. So now we can push onto this. Okay, so they're immobilizing us, but we've got the damage to kill this, I believe. Especially with our double activation with Astra. So this is awkward. Yeah, that's fine, they can just kill this. But I think we should be able to do this. Oh, maybe I've actually done it wrong. Because we've got... No, we should have enough damage here. We've got one more... Oh no, because we can't get in range. But maybe Teutonia does the job. Oh, that actually... Okay, that's really good for us. Okay, so that means that we have got a chance. Yep, they're just poking us. We're going to have a bunch of Cinder next turn. And the fact that we're immobilized doesn't mean that we can't... Oh, there are... Yeah, I've forgotten so much stuff here. So I still think we can actually do this. But it's a very awkward series of events. So, first we need to see where Astra can move to. In fact, so we're going to have to lob explosives here. Yeah, that's almost guaranteed. We're going to pop down something like our own Beatrice here. Move Teutonia over here. Astra to, like, this is the best we can do and still need to try and hit it. 7% isn't good. Into the breach. Move over here. Throw it all back in again. And then we've used all our Cinder up, so we're going to lose our Turncoat. Unless we can get some sort of miracle over here. I guess we just go for 1 damage here. Yep, we're going to lose our Turncoat. So I think what we actually need to do is just cry to ourselves slightly. And push for damage instead. I thought our 2 Scatterwines there would have blocked this moving. Maybe I should have just moved our Turncoat a bit further and then not worried about it. We did have 2 left, but we're trying to get onto things like Chuck and Co and Crankbait for the future, but whatever it is, we just need to push damage and hope they don't have healing. Turncoat, no! Our Turncoat has turned against us. I shouldn't be shocked. But it's exactly what's happened. Also, the thing is here, we can't win the race either. So we know we can kill their Turncoat. That's guaranteed. Because we can kill it with that. The question is, can we do anything about their Turncoat? In fact, we can actually just deal a bunch of damage here. That mine I don't care about, because I think we're going to have to push for damage. Poor Turncoat turning on us. I mean, this is inconvenient, but maybe it puts us back on the points race. We can deploy on this. We've got Chuck and Crankbait are both good here. Yeah, so that running away is pretty awkward. We need to find ways of just clearing out their resources. The fact we can clear both of these quite likely is really good for us if they don't move. I need to, like... I love how the Zax mines come out glowing if you paint them glowing. Okay, so Teutonia's got her calling, which is here. We can actually just go for the 1 in 3 shot here as well. See if this is good. We did get it. So, what can we do with that? I mean, this we can just shoot. I think we just start bringing it all back, S-Club style. But we're going to lose our Beatrice now is the problem. So... like, we have to deal with this Turncoat. Oh, we don't have the Cinder. I should have deployed first. Oh, no. Oh, that one's Teutonia. Oh, no, that's not good. Yep. No, I thought they were both grabbing the other ones. I should have deployed onto this Cinder first So this is actually a huge mistake, because I could have double activated that. Oh no, I don't know what to do here. Let's just deploy a crankbait so this doesn't happen again, basically. But yeah, this was a big series of mistakes here. I should have deployed onto this first, then I could have double activated here with Beatrice, but then I thought it was Detonia. So maybe Detonia should have been activating on this in the first place, but then I couldn't have got Beatrice out here. I don't know if I was going to win this. I think Turncoat is ridiculous. I think people are still underestimating how absurd stealing a unit is if you can orchestrate it. I think I need to be putting in things like Jailbreak, and I've got Chuck, I've got Crankbait, but I think I need to be playing them more aggressively. So this is fine, we can just pull this out of that. Or we can pull... Oh no, we're in so much trouble, we can't get to this. I think we've lost this one. I think Brigham's taken us apart here. Yep, Sabria's going to just shield herself, I imagine. Yep. Which is pretty reasonable considering. So, I'm trying to figure out what the best way of dealing with this is, because we can't even do enough damage to kill it. So I actually think we've lost this game. I don't think there's a way out of it. The fact that you don't get your units back after Turncoat dies is utterly disgusting. And this is where I really want my my Scattervine here. See, I think the writing is unfortunately on the wall for me here. So, what can we do? We can just hop over here, I guess. Honestly, I'm almost tempted to just stop playing the game. As in, not playing the game in general, but stop playing that game and just try and move the game somewhere else. Like, start just deploying somewhere else. This is what frustrates me about crits being gone. There's literally nothing I can ever do about armor, ever. Like, there is 0 chance of critting, and so I can never deal with armor with a 1 damage unit, and to me that feels really bad. So I'm going to deploy over here. We can just into the breach here, maybe. So what if we into the breach to say here? In fact, well, I didn't mean to pull myself off that objective. That's just giving them more points. Oh well, I guess we just run away here. Grow Cinder on the point. That contests it, right? This was not intended. This has gone badly. I don't know how we win this now. I think we probably just have to concede for the sake of getting more game time in. But we're having fun regardless. Sure, pull Beatrice back? Why? You've got the double Beatrice party. Look at this. Double Beatrice all the way across the sky. I think crits being out of this game is potentially a mistake. Not for any reason other than it really does stop 1 damage units ever touching armor. And so if you end up with an Astra, like, if you've got a list where you've got like Astra, Maximus, Stitchy McPatchy, like Taria Arsenal, all those sort of things, and your opponent runs 1 Shrapnel, Chuck and Co, Beatrice, you literally can never kill those units. Like, it's utterly mad. Yeah, so this is what we thought was happening, but I don't know how to actually deal with this effectively. So I think it's going to have to be just come up here and deal with that, and then maybe try and run down here. Yeah, let's just, in the interest of having fun, let's concede this. We have lost to our own turning coat on us. Which is pretty reasonable when it comes down to it. Also, anyone that is watching that hasn't said anything in the chat, thank you very much for coming. I really do appreciate you being here. So I think what we're going to do now is going to look at changing a couple of things up. Because there's some things that I'm not even using. Oh, no, not a new roster. And some things that I'm not worried about at all. So, we are absolutely using all of these things fairly well. Blindside Resley I just don't feel like fits in this. But what I do want is Jailbreak, which you'd have never heard me say before the patch changed. And then Toner, again, not that unreasonable, but doesn't feel like it's something I need. I don't think I want to go Snareling. Crosshair is a little bit neutered now, so Why don't we just go for one of the new units? We've only got one new unit in so far, I believe, so I don't think it's Crash. Crash is very specific and I think needs a whole party around it. Flurry works quite well in this, actually. If we play Flurry, we can rapid fire Shrapnel on top of Flurry and just chain damage around. Like, we're probably not going to play it very often, but we might. Because Beatrice, Shrapnel, and Detonia all do good damage onto Flurry. Do you know what we also should get is Axle Pyro. Axle Pyro would be good in this. So, Taria is good for our early game plan. That does work out well. Scattervine I just like, but I don't think I'm playing it very well. So let's swap Scattervine out for Axle Pyro. Because Axel's very good at the moment. And is a 2-drop. So what's our turn 1 going to look like if we're going for this approach? Because this generates 1 Cinder, that generates 1 Cinder. So we can potentially play both of those and Taria. But Taria doesn't generate anything, so we might as well just play both of those, save it, then the following turn play something like Shrapnel. And we can still activate both of those turn 1. That seems pretty reasonable to me. So let's jump into another PvP game and see how that goes. I'm really enjoying just random list testing. Like, being able to just queue and find games is unbelievably rewarding compared to the last month or so. It's Jester! Oh, I forgot to change my skin again. So we're going to get absolutely picked apart here. Jester's a fantastic player. They are going to take every single part of me apart and call it a day. And also, Jester, not only one of the originators of this entire resource system between Jester and Grissy, but also one of the only people to have played a significant number of games on the experimental server. I managed to get a few here and there, but even then not many. So this is going to be a real challenge. But interestingly enough as well, in Jester's experience, Jester doesn't like the inclusion of Scattervine. And unfortunately, in this version for me, I'm not playing Scattervine right now. So I'm going to put Detonia at the front, Axle Pyro at the top. Do you know what? Do we even need Axle Pyro? I think we do. Because oh yeah, that's the only way we can activate both of them. Let's just place Axel really far forwards. And place a... we don't want to do that. We just want to place a Cinder Sphere, something like here, so that we can jump onto it next turn. So this is our turn. We're going for early damage and early abilities, basically. And you might remember before that these units didn't see play anywhere near this early in the game. Detonia was a good 2-drop, but was only relevant when you had spare Cinder in the end game. Axle Pyro was a 3-drop at the time. It was less to activate, but again, it really messed up your curve and made it a lot harder to actually score points and be relevant. Okay, so there's a Furia. Okay, so Furia is something we need to be scared of. So that just means that we're going to have to play quite aggressively forwards. I wouldn't be surprised to see Jester ignoring these objectives in favour of trying to kill us. But this is where we can sort of move forward and try and play something along the lines of a... what's it called? Like a Beatrice, to try and block things out a bit. And try and hold the pressure on the objectives to force them to come out to us. We do need to kill Detonia eventually. I mean, this could even be a turncoat here. Because if we just place a turncoat here, we could be in a really good spot. So we can get over here, which is great. Extilior's going to be in range. But I mean, is there a way that we couldn't be? So here is just out of range, I think. But then that's going to be the tip of the circle. Yeah, so we'll just throw that first. We don't actually need the Cinder yet, so we can capture this with Astra. And we can even just... so we can go for Beatrice. So here they can't actually fully reach. But I actually think I really want to try out just playing... Okay, maybe not. Maybe I needed to move further forwards. So maybe this actually blocks Extilior if we go up here. Playing Beatrice out. And then, I don't think... in fact, I'm not even sure Taria belongs in this roster anymore. Do you know what? Taria does belong in this roster for taking this objective. Okay, so now Extilior can only really get to that, which is what we wanted. Furia doesn't get a good angle, and we can keep applying pressure here. So this isn't the way we wanted to play this game. Maybe they just get in there? I think they're just out. It looks like they're out of range. Yep, so keep defending Furia, which is pretty reasonable. They're going to go... Okay, so it does just about hit, which is frustrating, but not unrealistic. Okay, so they're going to go for the attack onto Taria, maybe? 60% onto Axel. Okay, they got it. Not good for us. This is going to be a jailbreak, I imagine. This looks like a jailbreak to me. Which, if that's the case, means that we want to be trying to find a way to play our... what's it called? Turncoat. We're getting there. We're starting to understand how words affect the things that come out of our mouth. Interesting there. They can... Okay, I think they might just be on that objective. They do want to be. Why wouldn't you steal my list, Shikami? My lists are fantastic. So they have got one resource. They're not currently holding that, so we're going to go up to 6 points immediately. So we can actually just start really pressuring for the objective here. Seeing if we can get that. But consider Manbreaker. So, what can we do? So we can just hit one unit if we want to. Let's go with that. In fact, what's good over here? Let's put a shrapnel down over this location, so we can get shrapnel to just come around and do things later on. We'll take this cinder out. We'll flame her over here, just to get a bit of distance out. We can try lobbing explosives in that direction, but that doesn't do much. What can we do here? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 damage here. Beatrice is going to be slightly short of doing what we wanted. This doesn't do much though. Oh, in fact, no, we can do this because... And then we can just seize initiative ourselves. Might as well put more pressure on this point. Stay further back. Beatrice can push here. Grow another cinder, I guess, over this way. Honestly, I think we just want to be like here. Axel can just tuck in there, make them come to us, because that burns him. And now they have to really start thinking about these points. We're actually in a really solid spot in terms of points here. We just need to be able to deal with a couple of things here and there. Oh, I didn't think they'd be able to get all 3. I thought they'd get 2, but not 3. That's pretty bad for me then. Because then if they can just deploy somewhere, we're in so much trouble. Because Furia can just come up and clean up this. Stitchy can start healing. Yeah, we're going to be struggling a bit from here now. Which is unfortunate. And what do we have next turn? We've only got a jailbreak. Everything else is super expensive. I did not plan this list well. Oh, okay, I think Jester didn't think we're going to win on... They're going to beat us on points. We were planning on spreading out and doing exactly that, so... Go on then, Shikami. Let's see what we get for you. So we did get ahead on points there, but we didn't... I don't think we'd actually won that game, to be honest. I think Jester had that, but it's pretty reasonable. Big dub. It is indeed. Hey, Simpara, how you doing? Really good to see you. It's been a while, I think. Obviously because I haven't streamed that much. So, Shikami, what I was saying, if you want to see the winning list, this is the winning list. So, that's the one you're after, right? Right? Winning list? Yeah? And over here we've got their list. So, this looks like... They got Fate Twister, Tanta... Oh, so it's just a Furia combo list then. Because this is the one that actually Pax was talking about previously. Because Pax was trying this a while back. And basically having Furia in an Extilior list. On the grounds that you play Furia really early on, and then just apply enough pressure with your captain, because Extilior can apply more than the others, that you can then start just ticking it up over and over again to either eventually go for the combo, or just every couple of turns or every 3 turns you kill a unit. Oh, Simpara, there's so much polish. So even little things, right? Have you seen the intro to the game yet? The actual, as you load into a game, the little intro bit. I'm just going to go into Paint. I haven't actually been in this Paint screen in, I want to say, a month. Other than, I think once I painted something to test something. Yeah, the scenario and the control points, but also the actual like loading screen with the little like blue and red bits ticking down. There we go. So I can use this, get back to this again, which is beautiful. And then obviously the most important thing that we're working towards now is glitter paints. I don't know if you're aware, but glitter paints are really glittery, and the fact that there's a purple and a gold just makes me think that this was born for me to paint Maximus. There is nothing else in the world that needs to be done more than painting a Maximus with this. So that is exactly what I'm going to be doing. Like, I can't bear the idea of Maximus not having glitter paint any longer in my life. Also, I really want to get this icon so I can change it straight away and just like flex a little bit. I also, what was I going to say? So the new units are fantastic. Oh yeah, also the filter options. Look at these! Look at these! We can filter by different stats. You can sort by attack value, health, cinder generation, alphabetical, level, and rarity. Level obviously being like your level here. Crash is a monstrosity. I love it. Do you know what? Let's just make a list with new units. Let's make a new list. Astra is obviously the unit of choice for this because all the new units are ridiculous. In fact, the easiest way of finding it, if we go by level, we can just stick in Crash, we can stick in Noxie, we can stick in Hit and Run, who is 3 not 4 as per the notes, Turncoat and Flurry. Now the question is, how do we keep these alive and where do we find Cinder? So I think here we're going to want Fate Twister Tantan, we're going to want probably Beatrice just as a roadblock really. She does still do a very good job of roadblocking. I actually really like Nectarvine because Nectarvine generates more Cinder than a lot of other units do. So our early turn is probably going to be Hit and Run and Beatrice to try and hold the fort down while we save up Cinder for these. And we don't want anything more than 2 here because it's awkward. Now, how much Cinder generation have we got? This is a lot. These aren't that much, so we probably need... These 2 are actually both quite a bit. We probably need 1 more unit that generates a reasonable amount of Cinder. So it could just be Toner, but Toner's so unimpactful. Or it could just be Torian. Let's go Torian, because Torian only generates 1, but doesn't use any. And let's just go new toys. And we can't have a boring, like, dullish green for our roster. I mean, let's randomise till we find something cool. I want something vibrant. Let's go with... I'm not worrying about the crest because I'm going to change the crest after anyway, but just want a banner with decent colours that pop a little bit. I quite like that. Let's choose one of the fancy ones. This will do. This is probably nearly the same as one of the ones I did previously. But yeah, let's try and queue into some PvP. The fact that we can queue into PvP is fantastic. So if anyone hasn't played Moonbreaker for a while, today's patch is the biggest one in terms of gameplay changes as well. There's a whole new resource system. There's obviously we've got 5 new characters. We've got the way that Cinder works can be different. You start with additional resource at the beginning of the game, so you can actually deploy more units on your turn 1. It's really, really good. Oh, I wonder who this could be. I wonder indeed. We've got Shikami again. Hello, hello, hello. Also, Simpara, I am fully on the shield train today. If there is... And my Astra is currently waving a little white flag. I haven't got around to spray painting the Avengers logo onto it yet, because this is supposed to be Ironheart inspired. But yes, she's literally waving a white flag. But yeah, if you happen to have it spare, Twitch Prime is my friend. I would be incredibly grateful if you did, but if not, it doesn't matter in the slightest. I'm just glad you're here, and I'm glad that Moonbreaker is back up and running. These are my first match-made games in a month. I'm so keen for it. Okay, so there comes Maximus, who is no longer the single best unit in the entire game by a long shot. However, it's still pretty cool. Glad that you're not quite on there yet. Let's have a look at... Why does that face terrify me? What have you done to the face, Shikami? It looks like a wooden statue come to life. I don't know how comfortable I feel with that. Right, we've got Titonia, Maximus, and nothing else. So you're saving some Cinder. So we obviously don't just let you have this. But what do we go with to deal with that? Honestly, here I think we just pop a Beatrice down and just try and play Ringa Ringa Rosie. And I'm going to grow Cinder over here, maybe. Oh, is that supposed to be Naruto? Okay, I've actually not seen any of Naruto whatsoever. Literally none of it. Okay, so if we want to play something decent next turn, what do we take? Do you know, I actually feel like we maybe even just play... Oh, it's a side character. I mean, there's nothing wrong with side characters. Here's a fun one for you. Hit and Run. How do you feel about that? Hit and Run, and now Arya as well, have Ambush, which means you can deploy them anywhere on the map. You don't have to even, like, pick anywhere near your captain. They can just go anywhere you want. So if you're in a position where you think your opponent's blocked himself against the wall, you can just plop an ambush character next to it. Job done. Oh, we've got aggro going on here. Okay, slightly further away than our Beatrice. Yeah, that's fine. Beatrice is only here to stop this point being taken away from us, basically. Oh, yeah, Detonia's getting that activated in. So we're honestly probably just going to use Beatrice to just run in this general direction. Yep. But now, you haven't judged how fast Hit and Run is. So we are going to absolutely... Ooh, unless you move block us. Ooh, good move block. Okay. So we do still get some objective points there. We're going to just keep moving up and up and up. So we want to play 2 drops here to be effective. Still really funny to me that I can just be like, sure, I'll come and hit this mine. Sure, I'll run away again. I love that. Honestly, Nectarvine could be sweet here, because Nectarvine now, you have to place a turn in advance. So I'm going to move Astra up first. Hit and Run is awesome. It's literally just melee Maximus. And we're going to put the Nectarvine down just here. So this will just give us... The Nectarvine now doesn't activate on your first turn is the thing. So the problem with this build so far is I haven't played anything that uses Cinder, and I've generated loads of Cinder. So I actually don't know how I'm going to do anything with this. I think this might be a giant series of mistakes. I was so keen on trying to keep like Crash and all the new units alive that I was like, oh yeah, I'll put stuff that means they can use their abilities. Only one of them even has an ability, and the rest don't use it, so this is just a mistake. Sure. We're still going to be contesting points, which is good. This is just going to die, because Hit and Run can just poke it, or we can just... I'm not sure actually what we can do with the others. Just probably pop back in again. Oh, they're going to... Unless Crankbait comes in. Oh no, they're just going to move him into Tonia. Okay. That's pretty reasonable. Yeah, this is a surefire way to make me sad. Yep. So now we need to split up a little bit. But we are going to heal at the end of our turn at least. So Detonia's damage is completely neutered by this. And we can start putting some pressure on. We just need to now spend a couple of turns saving up to play Crash. Because Crash is a monster. An absolute ridiculous unit. Go on, play something worthwhile there. I dare you. Something worthwhile there. Okay, that's not my answer here. I mean, that's kind of good for me. Because it means we can just still head Beatrice in this direction. Might hit. We did hit both, but we're still going to heal, which is nice. Here we're just going to spread out a little. And I actually still think we just hit Titonia. Now we can play a 2-drop and play Sevria down over by Max and just take that objective from them. And then, unsurprisingly here, we can actually pop in for some damage. And run away again. Do you know what? We've actually got enough abilities at Cinder for everything we could ever want. So let's just try and... We don't want to give them Cinder, that's the thing. And we need to save our leadership up. So we should have actually been using Into the Breach here. We should have tried to get a World Orchid into the Breach Beatrice, maybe. Because now they can... I mean, they can't quite kill this, actually. Oh, they can with 3 attacks, yeah. So you've got this, this, and this. Yeah, so if they do it in the right order as well, they don't take any damage back. Yeah, this works. Okay, this is probably unnecessary. Oh, they're just trying to go for AoE damage. But I feel that reduces the chance of... I mean, that works for the bomb, yeah. So as long as they can get everything in here and they don't miss any attacks, they're pretty good. Beatrice is going to die. But how are we doing? So we're only on 2 points here. Savria's up here. We're going to start annoying Maximus, I guess. Yeah, and then Torian comes in and pokes us again. But at least Astra's going to live. And in theory, we might be able to get Savria to kill their Max. Depending on where he moves, basically. This is good.
Disturbing my process?
We're not quite in range there yet. So if Max only just tiptoes back... Oh no, it's gone all the way back. So instead we're just going to try and kill Teutonia and move Astra over here to take this. Yeah, so there's... Okay, there's Jailbreak and there's Antios, yeah. So, we're at 4, but the interesting thing with this amount of Cinder is looking at their units, we've actually got some really solid ways of dealing with this. So if we come here and hit this, we come here with Astra, we don't want to block that in is the thing. We're going to into the breach, hit that again, hit here with 100% accuracy, move over here. In fact, we should have used the ability twice. I think put it on herself. Move into this. Just get that heal going. Hit and Run is going to come and just... So we're going to hit here, and then we're just going to accept the immobilization, because we forgot about that. That's why we're going to accept it, because we didn't think about it happening at all. And then let's block Max in here, grow some Cinder over there, heal Savria at least. But yeah, I didn't think about this. There's so much more I need to remember about this game. I think I've forgotten all of my ability to play at a decent level here. Like, no chance at all. Okay, so I'm curious as to what you do from here, because I'm well aware that it looks like this game is heading to be a grind fest. Hence why we wanted to play out Turncoat, because Turncoat can do something about that. Okay, so Antios just kills our guy. Yep, that was a mistake. Okay, they just... if they'd moved that first, they could have killed it. Okay, this works still. Yeah, that still works. That's all good. Okay, so the question is, how do we get... Like, using Turncoat against Zax is pretty much a big worry here. Yeah, because if Turncoat now dies, we're in a bit of a bind. Okay, still going for Astra is very bold. So what we need to do now is basically step away, Turncoat this, and block things off at this angle. With what though? We've only got Tantan that we can really afford to play. Yeah, we're in a lot of trouble here. So, where do we go with this? So I think the first thing we do is come here and just try and steal Maximus. Can we get to anyone else over here? So, I mean... So Savria can come... So Savria can come into here, hit this. Astra can just hop in, poke that, miss anyway, into the breach Savria, who can then shield barrier herself, kill this. Oh, he's got Torian. Oh my goodness. I didn't even think about the Torian. Yep, I don't know how to play this game anymore. Don't know how to play this game. Let's just bring Phaetus to Tantan down over here. Can't even do anything we wanted. I have messed this up so badly. Let's bring Torian in. Just over here. Try and protect this a little bit. Grow a Cinder. There. None of this helps because they can just pull this away, which is not what I was planning for. I should have just tried to move further around so they couldn't pull us out the way. If I'd have stayed where I was, I could have deployed here first. That stops that. It means we steal the Maximus, or they have to chuck something into it. This dies, but that's fine. I think we're losing this. I think Shikami, you've got me drawn and quartered here, my friend. This was so annoying, realising that that's what's happening. I'm such a spanner. Plus I'm now spending all of my Cinder, because these 3 units are just, you can't play more than 1 or 2 big units in turn. So we basically have to rely on Max missing, and Zach's missing this, or just not pulling us out of range. If I were them, I'd just pull. Yeah, there's no reason not to pull it.
Little closer.
It's absolutely the right choice. There we go. We hit them back at least. Miss. Give us a chance to redeem ourselves with Turncoat. Don't worry about Sevilla, she's not a threat. Just hit Turncoat and miss. Or shoot Turncoat and miss, rather. Oh dear. Lots of chances here. Oh, okay. That could have been worse. Yep, more damage. So the question is, how do we deal with any of this nonsense?
Try these goggles of salvation.
So surely we just hit this first and get the hit. I mean, Astra's gonna move here and get this hit, is what I said. Hit. No, of course. Into the breach. Move over here. Protect Astra. Can Torian be on this point and hit? Yes. I guess that's what we're going to do. Let's see if we get... And there we go. That works out well. For the bridge, I think we deploy nothing here and we just accept our fate and then try and deploy something awesome next turn. Torian is ridiculous now. So Torian's been increased to 60% dodge, for anyone who didn't know. It's utterly mad, but the thing is now abilities are so good that you need something else to counteract them. So Torian is the only... Basically, sorry, because abilities are so prevalent, Torian doesn't actually dodge as many attacks as it seems like. So this is all good. But now we can start playing something fun. Okay, so we're locked in. So the question is, can they deal enough damage over 2 turns to kill us? That's fine. That doesn't matter. Yeah, and they've still got 4 damage here. So if we can get Torian into range of this, yeah, that's fine. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage potentially here, if not more coming. Switch back. Yep. So funny enough, I think our only real plays here are to try and block things off. So by like coming into here, I actually think we need to shoot that. Hopefully we're in melee range already. Yep, we are. Bring this in here. Switchback can move a bunch of directions. So what happens if we bring down our crash just in here? We'll shield barrier this.
Safety's no accident.
If we move to here, we can actually then into the breach. I really hope this does actually hit Saria. It does. Okay, good. So we can shield barrier crash as well. We will try and block some of their movement over here and see if we can survive this. So all we're going for here is survival, because we want to set Crash up to go mad. Like, actually mad. So let's see what we can do here. Because Crash could nearly end this, like, on its own. Crash deals an absurd amount of damage. We've got, what would it be? So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So Crash can deal 16 damage on his own this turn with Astra's ability. So getting him in range of things is very important here. So if we can do that, yep, you can use your grav disc if you want. Just be careful not to pull our Astra out the way. But Torian is our, Crash is our biggest chance of winning this. Yep, that's all fine. We know Savria's at risk here. We're just trying to find ways to... Oh, please attack. We will absolutely take that if that's what you want to do. Yep. So I might actually have a chance at lethal. We're not guaranteed lethal by any means, but we might have a chance at it here. Because I think... So we've got 3 plus 4 plus 4 plus 5, basically. So we've got 11, 16 damage off of Crash, potentially. That's going to be the big deciding factor, actually. That's going to take us out of contention here for immediately ending it. So what if we just... So if Torian goes for this first, they miss, which is perfect. Astra can just shoot. Are we touching? We are. So what we actually want to... So, wait, are we touching everything? Okay, so what we're going to do is we want to move into this so that we're no longer touching Astra. There we go. So now we wreck it like Ralph. So we deal damage to all of those. Then we can hit this, which hits us back again and kills the mine. And then... Oh, that didn't hit. We missed. Wait, but Torian's dead. Are you kidding? Sure, whatever, game. This doesn't feel fair. Either way, we need to put out some serious damage. So let's into the breach here. Head over to this side. Get that hit. No, we don't have the Cinder. No. I don't understand how we didn't just do that. We needed to get some more Cinder. I missed that out, but I have no idea. I don't know if she actually does have the buff. I think it might just be a graphical thing. But we might survive here. We're not in a good spot, but we might do. Crash has to die. If they don't kill Crash, if Shikami, if you don't kill Crash, we win. Okay, now... Oh yeah, of course, you can just do this. That's pretty reasonable. Maybe I should have gone for... I don't know, man. That was brutal. I love it. Okay, I put way too many big things in my list. I'm going to make one more change and then queue up again. But I'm totally happy with this. And then I'm only going to play one more game. Yeah, it was wild, wasn't it? There's so many fun things in this. Okay, I am gonna cut Flurry and probably Noxie. I think they're just too much to try and fit in one list when I really do like playing Crash. But if we're playing Crash, we're going to put in Tlali and we're going to put in... I mean, Stitchy does do well. And we've got loads of Cinder Generation. This way we've got things to use with it. Finally got my revenge on both people who've beaten me on Underdome so far. I don't know what you mean. But yeah, this is going to be my last game for the night. I'm really, really enjoying this, but I don't think I want to stay on like too much longer. I have still got work in the morning, and I've got, as of now, loads more content to create. I've already made 2 videos for today, one of which I've already decided to cancel, and one of which has been uploaded as like an extra one today already. So much going on. Ooh, I've got a couple of messages on Discord. Let's have a look at those. I think it's probably going to be relating to games. Yeah, there we go. Amazing. So many different things going on here. This is amazing. That was fun. Yes, Brigham, you're absolutely right. Oh, Jester left because their game crashed. Right. Just looking back at these from earlier. I think Jester had that game. I don't think that was a win for me. I think that was a win for Jester. Oh, lots of people, a few people saying, well, 2 people saying their games have crashed. Interesting. Very strange. So I am going to go ahead and try and find this last one. Come on, one more game. That's all we need for today. So the matchmaking has actually been pretty good so far. I think we've been very lucky that this has been our slowest matchmaking yet, but it's so good that this update is finally here. Really, really keen to see how many things we can find up in the follow-up and that sort of thing. It's live, baby. Oh yeah, we got our game. Okay, let's see who we get. Honestly, I keep saying the same things. It's Shikami again. Orange Exterior. Even if you were sniping me, it's literally fine. I'm just happy to have people to play against in a queue format. I don't care who it is. I'm happy if it's someone I know, happy if it's someone I don't. That little bit there just needs to be shorter. It needs to be a set length rather than just until it's loaded. But yeah. Oh, this is the weird victory point one, yeah. So my turn first. Oh, for a second then I couldn't move my camera. That wouldn't have been ideal. Okay, I can't even move to all of the areas it looks like I could move. So, I'm starting to realise as well that I'm not really running any ranged, and this is not good for this. But what I am going to do is I'm going to pop hit and run down over there. And probably something just like Tlali down. And grow some Cinder. Because I'm just going to make you come and deal with my stuff. I'm barely running any range units now, which is not a good thing. This is not a correct choice for my style of play. Yeah, you're going to deploy anything just here, preferably. You're just in range of some stuff. So next turn we're going to have 4. I'm going to try and play it maybe an early turncoat again, especially if they play something that's hard to defend. Hard for them to deal with. I think I actually need to play more range units, so I really want to play Arya. I think the Furia list actually looks like it might be one of my favourite ones so far. Like this. So Furia is a monster, just absolutely a monster. But we do just want to start pushing damage onto her. I think Scattervine is something I can't justify removing from my list at the moment. Really missed the 92%. And then, so here I'm actually just going to place Torian down. I think reducing the accuracy plays a big part here. And we don't have much to use the Cinder for, but we might as well just keep placing it. Because it stands, we're probably ending up over there. Yeah, we can just sit here. They can't get into range of us. We'll keep scoring points, keep us. Yeah, you do miss a 92% shot 8% of the time. What is funny, however, is that I've missed a few 99% shots, so it does happen occasionally, but it doesn't feel good when it does.
Here's an idea. Stop hurting each other.
Stop hurting each other? Why would you say that, Stitchy? Ooh, interesting. Oh, they're just going to go for the 70% on that? Yeah, this is why I think the Furia list is so good. It just takes out some early units really easily. I actually don't know how we win this from here, genuinely. Like, that's not even an exaggeration. So I think here what we do actually do, though, is you do this, then into the breach, and try and block Furia in place for now. And just do the same about here. Oh, I thought I was on that still. Is that not on? That's as close as I could get. Oh. So for this, though, because they're all the way over there, I get to play Turncoat. And grow more Cinder over here. I mean, I probably should just move hit and run up a little bit. I don't think this is going to go to objective points. If it does, I'll be very sad, but I think the best bet is just to try and make some progress here. Especially with us coming off of this and letting them get one. Turncoat could be nuts here, if we just get a good angle on things. Yep, that's fine. Torian's not a good one to play against Turncoat in this situation, because I get to do some really fun things, including just annoying the hell out of people.
You are seeing one path.
Yeah, so their Fury is guaranteed to hit, that's fine. So they can push against Torian. This is one thing I think is good as well, though, is being able to play it against Torian. Funnily enough, I think I can do some really cool stuff here.
The real me is nigh.
Okay,
I'll keep my eyes on
so what if I go
Peek behind the curtain.
here? Go, you're mine on this. Pop into contact here. Deploy something like... Let's just deploy a Stitchy over here. Deploy a Beatrice over here.
Watch them scramble.
Use Into the Breach here. You're mine on the Torian.
Stay right there.
Might as well pop a range damage onto Extilior.
Rookie mistake.
And then Hit and Run comes up. In fact, honestly, Hit and Run I think just comes over here, because then Tantan can just come and annoy us. I think we come up here and just try and force them to go for things.
takes sweating.
Who's Torian in range of? Oh, that.
Your fear smells sour.
Honestly, I think I'm just going to bring in here to make it even harder to hit. Okay, let's see if this works out. So there's obviously a 100% chance to hit here, but that's fine. But I don't think anything else can hit it. I think we're stealing 2 units this turn. I really do. I think we're getting 2 units stolen in 1 turn here. Yeah, I think Shikami's realised it. They can put it down to 1, but that's it. There's no range on the battlefield. There shouldn't be any way for like a Scattervine to get in or anything like that. Oh my... It's not completely full. I keep forgetting that that's how it works. Yeah, but we've got 1. Like, we can take 1 more.
They keep pulling me back in.
Okay, so they're just going for that, that's fine. But I don't know which one it even takes. To be fair though, even just immobilising them is pretty great. Maybe it just takes the first one? Or do we take both and go over the limit? Or... Okay, yep, so that doesn't hit, that's fine. 2 Torians buffing the same unit. I mean, it's possible. Yeah, so Stitchy can heal enemy units now.
Prisoner inside yourself.
So,
Meditating is for
Fury is now here.
Why was I programmed this way?
So let's go with just...
No shame in running. I'll go with
Your heart beating fast too.
I don't think there's any point in doing some of these. So we just come in... Yeah, we had to do that anyway, even though we might have missed. We'll pop back in this direction.
doing harm.
waste. Good ammo.
How do we do this now?
Who designed this outfit?
Let's just... I don't know what to do.
Go again.
Maybe we just try and poke with a Stitchy, I guess? 50%. Got it.
I'll control your brain.
Oh yeah, Furia can just shoot. Can't move anywhere, but can shoot.
Admiring the spoils.
I guess we put this on this time. Who do we nutrient syringe? There's no one even to heal. Let's just Cinder Orb over there. I'm really unsure as to where we go from here, but this is pretty cool. Like, we maybe should just get Stitchy over here to heal, but it's funny because if they just kill a single one of our units, we just get one of theirs. So I actually think we need to move over here and deal with this. Or just start killing the captain. We've got plenty of time, that's the thing. Like, we need to start trading units.
Swiftly.
But we don't... Like, we need the Tantan, if anything, to make the Furia hit. If we could steal their entire combo, that would be fantastic. I'd actually be so happy if we could do that. I think I know what my goal is here. I think I want to steal Shikami's full combo. Ooh, that's pretty nasty. Yep. So they're just going to still hide over there, yeah. So, the good thing about this is we can just attack this and die. We can move over here and steal Tantan. And then we can start moving things like this. So if we go here, then what we can do is we can move up, we can hit it, well try and hit it, but we've both got the same chance of hitting each other, but ours is more damage. Oh, because we didn't hit, of course. But here we don't actually want to play anything, but we can just play a crash if we want to. But I think what we... Oh no, because Furia's not safe.
My dad would not approve.
Furia isn't safe at all. So, what do we do here then? You know what, I actually think we just play out Crash, but we need to find out where they can reach.
Come on, I'm having fun.
I'm going to attack this. Oh, because we're guaranteed to miss as well. There we go. So we're just going to start moving around. Into the breach and shoot again, I think.
Get in the game.
Because we're okay with this dying, because we want Crash to be our win con for next turn. And start pushing all the damage through in that respect. Okay, Jailbreak here is interesting. I mean, that puts us in a solid spot to try and... Okay, so we hit then and then refresh our move, of course. So this is where they kill Furia, which is fine. Spin, yeah, that's all good. So we're going to steal Fate Twister Tantan here, which is funny because we've just unstolen their other unit. And where are they going to deploy? Over there. So, can we get hit and run onto anything really relevant? What was that? Oh, they can still use it. Okay, that's fine. Because we can actually use this in the correct manner anyway. I think we can maybe get touching both of these. It'd be great if we could. Yeah, Torian just being sneaky. Okay, so we gain a Tantan. Let's try something fun. What happens if something has both Tantan buffs? I want to find out. What I also want to find out... Oh, that's not what we wanted to do. Oops. So it hits instead. I mean, that really isn't what we wanted to do there. That was literally just a misclick. So, I guess we're just pushing damage onto Jailbreak here. Okay, it went through at least.
Oh, I know the drill.
That missed. Here we can just... In fact, Tantan can just move over here. Stitchy just heals that.
Did I trigger something?
And we just move in and try and steal another one. And go for another melee, why not? And just let Stitchy die if it comes to it. I honestly think I've lost this game based on messing around too much. However, I think I've got it in terms of having the most fun. that attack shouldn't have been the one that went through. I've missed 1 damage onto the captain. I've left him with enough damage that he can die, whereas I should have, if I was playing sensibly, just stopped him hitting us back once, and then I should have found or even just gone for this. Yeah, we've just lost our biggest unit there. Bit of a mistake, but hey, they're low. We can start pushing damage through at least. This is going to be nonsensical trying to get this to work. And I don't have any movement abilities on me. We've got our own Tantan and a Sevria left. So what are they going to do here? Stitchy's still... Oh no, Stitchy's going to die. They can attack still. Yeah, that's fine. We need to find ways of killing these. This is just so ridiculously inefficient all the time. Or are they going to pull something back? They could pull something back and that'd be awkward. And like, Shikami is winning on points. But we're winning on being awkward. Yeah, they couldn't pull it back far enough, so we're going to steal Jailbreak now. Which is a really big swing for us. Because we can now block them up with the Jailbreak. And start looking to push the damage down. Okay, I think we've got this now. Get the attack back, that's also nice. Okay, so Jailbreak is now mine. Jailbreak comes over here and slaps them. Yeah, Turncoat's ridiculous. Oh, we're not in range. So I guess we just still have to go for this. Just hope we get the hit. We do. Torian's just going to come over here out the way. We're going to move Astra to here. Okay, hit and run's not quite going to be able to get through. If we'd have lined this up perfectly, we could have done. And now I've just made a huge mistake in doing this, but oh well. More huge mistakes. Into the breach. We will hit this. We can jump away over here somewhere. Tantan can come in and just make this miss. And then generally just start moving in different directions. And let's pop a Sevria down over here. Because we're not in any rush of dying. And grow a Cinder Orb just to be awkward. Okay, I think we're doing good. Turncoat is ridiculous. Turncoat is my favourite unit of this whole new roster. But I feel pretty solid here. So, anyone who's watching, this is going to be my last game for today. I want to genuinely thank you so much all for watching. This has been so much fun. I hope everyone really enjoys the new set. If you like it, you can subscribe to the YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube. Subscribe on Twitch. You can join on Discord. I'm talking there all the time. We've got Patreon over as well. You can head things over on Patreon as well. I'm available in every way, shape and form, and I'm really, really grateful for all the support people have offered me as well. So I can't tell you enough how much it means to me that you guys are here watching me playing this fantastic game, and I'm really, really excited for this whole new patch. Like, I've only got a couple minutes left, hopefully, of this game. It's definitely not over, but we're trying our best to get it that way. Okay, so how do we get to this? The question is, can we get Astra into this? So if we move this over here, we can hit, which is not the order that we want to do it in, actually. That was a mistake, but oh well. Go for 100% there, or into the breach. We'll hit again. We can try and get more defensive stuff out, like Season of the Hunt there. So what's the toss it range? That's out of toss it range. So we just start trying to take Chuck. Start moving this direction. Just, in fact, I think we hit then Shield Barrier. Move over this way. At this point, I think we actually just place down like a Nectar Vine over here. And a Cinder Orb somewhere just out of range there to block some movement. Turncoat doesn't need to move. Oh, it's just Torian. So in fact, in that case, Torian should just come here and block even more movement.
Taking flight.
Yep, this seems good to me. So we want to make it as hard as possible for them to move out. I don't think they're going to be able to... Yeah, they can pull Chuck potentially out of range of it, actually. Maybe we should have come slightly closer. I forgot about the crankbait, so this probably does pull Chuck out of range. Oh, not quite. I mean, it sometimes blips over there. Not sure that's completely legit, but maybe good enough. Yeah, and we just need to find a little bit more damage here. I think we're going to have to kill them with that. This is really funny. I really enjoy this. Okay. So, is Tosset in range of Beatrice? I think it is. And if it is, that changes a lot. Got multiple things that are low range here. Yeah, so they can still toss that for this turn. Yeah, I made sure I was out of range of the Tosset here. That was the plan. So they can hit us, that's fine. So what we need is to basically be able to find a way to... Oh my god, it tosses Beatrice all the way over. So we should be able to go here and shoot. And we come in here. Reduces damage by 1. Oh, hang on. Oh, his next attack will always miss. So yeah, we go for that. Take him to 1. And... Oh, hello? Come on. Oh, we've already tossed. Astra was the one left. No, already used it. That was it. We're going to into the breach. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. And toss him to death. There we go. Awesome. Turncoat is ridiculous. I don't know how Turncoat is still in this game in the format that it is. Killed you with your own Chuck. Right, I'm going to say goodbye there. Thank you so much everyone for watching. I'm really, really excited for this patch. I'm going to be trawling through the Discord for ages. I've got loads more video ideas. I'm really excited for everything that Moonbreaker's got to come, and hopefully all of you are too. So thank you very, very much for watching. It's all so appreciated, and most importantly is have a good day.